thanks for coming in today. This is our On Your Tie event. And this is basically an ancient tradition in the Faculty of Math. And after this event, you'll officially become part of this great institution. Next, to bear witness to this ancient tradition and great ceremony, we are joined together by some of our amazing profs. Some of them are online, some of them are here in person. And the profs in person will be leading the dean to here and letting him give us a wonderful speech and encouraging words for the upcoming year. Thank you, Dean Mark Griesberg. And please, you can go ahead.
Hi, assembled crowds. Welcome. I'm Mark Gisbrecht. I'm the brand new Dean of the Faculty of Mathematics. I wanted to start by thanking each and every one of you and asking you to congratulate yourselves. You made it to the Faculty of Mathematics at Waterloo, and that in itself is no easy feat. As top students in your schools who loved and excelled in math and computing, you are now part of a community of people who love and excel at math and computing. Secondly, I want you to take a deep breath. The next step is exciting, but it's a little scary. Every new incoming class is different. This year is exceptional. We have a world-changing pandemic. We have the largest and strongest incoming class, one of the largest and strongest incoming classes ever. And clearly now is the time and opportunity for mathematics, computer science, and statistics in the world. No other group of students has started their year like this at the University of Waterloo ever. And I'm right here with you as a new dean to start this unique school year. We're going to do this together. When I started my undergraduate studies, which was quite a while ago, I focused on computer science and mathematics. I wanted to connect my interest and love of math with my passion for understanding the limits of what computers could do then and now. Through my graduate work, I focused on computational algebra and symbolic computation, the perfect combination of mathematics and computer science for me. That led me to positions writing compilers at IBM and as a professor at Manitoba and then Western and then at the University of Waterloo. And I've been here for 20 years. And at Waterloo, I'm proud to say, we really are striving to change the world in a positive way through mathematics, computer science, and statistics. Now, we have a great opportunity here to band together and show the world what we can do in these weird and wonderful times. We continue to find ways to innovate in our teaching, in our learning, and our research. And you're going to be part of that. So ask questions. Get involved, find your path. We'll take it together step by step. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Dean Griesberg, for these amazing words. Now, this entire event is surrounding the pink tie. So let's hear the history of the pink tie and why that's the mascot of the Faculty of Math. Just wait, you can come out again now.
Keeps getting stuck on me. Great to be back. Hope you guys missed me. It's time for you all to learn the legend of the pink tie. A long time ago, in a land not so far away, a mathematician had a vision. He dreamed of a place where mathies could roam free, uninhibited by societal pressures to study faculties of arts or sciences. He dreamed of a separate faculty of mathematics, and he chose Waterloo to realize his dream. Professor Ralph Stanton, the visionary behind the faculty, also dreamed of ties, striped ties, dotted ties. He loved outlandish ties, and his colleagues favored his pink one. The pink tie soon came to be the unofficial symbol for math at Waterloo. When the Mathematics and Computer Building, or MC, celebrated its official opening in 1968, a giant 85-foot pink tie appeared on the outside of the building as a tribute to Professor Stanton and his valued contributions. Every year, new math students learn to worship the tie and all it symbolizes, and we are not a cult. Unfortunately, the pink tie has been subject to sabotage and kidnapping over the years. A ruthless terrorist sect formed, calling itself Tie Liberalization Organization, or TLO. The TLO stole the maths icon in 1984 and traveled across Ontario, snapping photos of the famous pink fabric in such exotic locations as Sudbury, Ottawa, and Toronto. A new tie, 40 feet long and 11 feet wide, was promptly purchased when it became obvious that the TLO would not return the original. This purchase cost the Mathematics Society $540.35. The second pink tie was not stolen, but rather destroyed during an engineering-induced attack in 1986. The enemy engineers launched a barrage of paint bombs at MC, covering the pink tie with gallons of white paint. Yet another tie was purchased in 1989, and Matthews swore it wouldn't be destroyed again. Thus, the Tie Guard came to be. These intelligent, courageous, and loyal subjects have a specific job: protect the sacred pink tie. Pink tie preservationist Mark Coelkley, a Waterloo mathematics graduate, established the first Tie Guard by organizing a 24-hour watch during orientation week. Rival faculties and terrorist organizations were no match for the Tie Guard, and the pink tie miraculously survived. The Tie Guard is now a permanent fixture every orientation week and has evolved into a central information point for incoming math students. They guard the tie come rain, come sleet, but the only thing that could stop them was a global pandemic. That tie lasted more than 20 years until heavy rain and a windstorm in 2010 on a day like today proved to be more than the tie could withstand. In 2011, with the opening of Mathematics 3, the building right behind us, a brand new tie got a brand new home. Urban legend has it that should this tie be lost or damaged, it will not be replaced. Mathematics students take the legend of the pink tie very seriously, and more than 1,000 pink ties are distributed during orientation week to new mathies. Those who request one this year will be mailed one. More information to come on that. Over the years, the tie has seen various styles, ranging from a historical wide version popular in the 60s to a skinny style favorite during the 80s. A collection of photos and pink tie memorabilia can be viewed in the MathSoc office once you eventually return to campus. Since 1968, the pink tie has become a sign of strength and unity in the Faculty of Mathematics. The faculty was the first of its kind, having originally been part of the larger Faculty of Arts, and UWaterloo currently has the world's highest full-time enrollment in mathematics. UWaterloo students, staff, and faculty members alike are proud of the faculty, and especially the legend of the pink tie. Long live the tie. Thank you.
Thank you, Justway, for that enlightening history of the pink tie. Now, at this time, usually we have all the first-year incoming students do the mad dance in front of the dean to show some faculty spirit. But sadly, because of the global pandemic, that can't be done this year. So what we asked you to do was send us submissions of you doing the dance at your home, and we have compiled them into a single video now. And we will play that now.
I didn't ask for a free ride. I only asked you to show me a real good time. I never asked for the rainfall. At least I showed up. You showed me nothing at all. It's coming down on me. Harder like misery. It's coming down on me. I'm ready, rain on me. Drop out, at least I'm alive.
your galaxy. I'm about to fly. Rain on me, tsunami, hands up to the sky. I'll be your galaxy. I'm about to fly. Rain on me.
Next thing we're gonna do is announce the winners of the dance competition, or we had the random draw. So the winners were Jessica Turner, Angela Liu, Jerry Wang, Jotain Nandkumar, and Raymond Lee. I'm sorry if I didn't pronounce their names correctly. Really apologize for that. You guys will be contacted later on by email to figure out how we're gonna give you your gifts. Now the most important part is the allegiance to the pink tie. And just Way said we're not a cult. Yes, we are. So now the dean will lead us to the allegiance to the pink tie. Take it away.
The allegiance to the pink tie. I pledge allegiance to the tie of the University of Waterloo Mathematics and the faculty for which it stands. One faculty, under the dean, indivisible, with lemmas and algorithms for all.
Woo! You're finally part of this great institution officially. Next, we have some amazing word from our profs. Some of them are right here, but they sent us a video compilation, which we'll play for you guys now.
Welcome to UW Math. I've had the privilege to interact with some of you in Methyl 199, the first year readiness course. And some of you I'll get the privilege to meet in person in Math 135. I love teaching first year math because I get the chance to see you blossom and grow as young mathematicians and computer scientists. See you soon.
Psst. Hey.
Oh, hello. My name is Craig Kaplan, and I'm a professor in computer science at the University of Waterloo. I like cats and soup and Lake Huron, which you can see over there.
Hi, my name is Jeff Orchard, and I'm a computer science professor. My area, the courses that I teach are scientific computing and a neural networks course that I recently put together and proposed. Hopefully that will be a regularly offered course in fourth year. So look for that, neural networks. My research interest revolves around understanding how the brain works. So I do neuroscience and neural networks sort of things. And I have my graduate students and I have a lab called the Neurocognitive Computing Lab. Fun fact about me, I grew up in Waterloo, and in fact, I went to the University of Waterloo for my undergrad. I was in applied math way back in the previous century. In terms of advice for students just starting university, my advice is make lots of friends and study with your friends, because I found that I learned so much by talking to my friends helping me helping my friends. Of course, no cheating, but it's a great way to really get in the deeper knowledge of the topics that you're going to be studying. And these are friends that you will have for the rest of your life. Many of the friends I made in university, I still know today. So have a good time. Welcome to Waterloo. Welcome to computer science. Hope to see you around.
Hi, I'd like to welcome you to the University of Waterloo in the Faculty of Mathematics. My name is Jeff Avery. I'm a lecturer in the School of Computer Science. What that means is I primarily teach. I do research and service, and a number of administrative tasks, but my primary responsibility is really working with undergraduate students, teaching undergraduate courses. So originally I'm born and raised in Ontario. I did bachelor's degrees at McMaster University in anthropology and computer science, and I did my PhD here at the University of Waterloo in computer science as well. So I've lived in Waterloo for about 20 years. Although I've only worked at the university for about 4 years. And before that, I was primarily in the tech sector. I was a software development manager, among other things, for a number of years. So my background's a little bit varied. In addition to that, I'm also a computer science undergraduate advisor. So hopefully I'll have the opportunity to interact with a lot of you and sort of help you plan out your careers. This is a really exciting time for you. This is a fantastic place to be, full of really smart and enthusiastic people. And I look forward to meeting you all and engaging with you, hopefully in person soon. Thanks and take care and have a great term.
Welcome to the Waterloo Faculty of Mathematics. You are joining what is probably the largest concentrated center of teaching and research in mathematics, statistics, and computer science in the entire world. Now that's pretty exciting. But these are also extraordinary times. Be patient. Before you know it, we're all going to be back on campus together. You should also know that your professors are doing their very best to ensure that this upcoming fall term runs as smoothly as possible. I look forward to meeting some of you very soon.
University of Waterloo Warriors, welcome. My name is Carmen Bruni, and I'm a lecturer in the David R. Cheriton School of Computer Science. I studied at the University of Waterloo, obtaining a double major in pure mathematics and computer science. I then obtained a master's of mathematics in pure mathematics from the University of Waterloo. And then I went out west to the University of British Columbia, where I spent 5 years there obtaining a PhD in mathematics. I had studied extensions of Fermat's last theorem based on the work of Andrew Wiles, circa 1993-1994. This isn't how any of us would have imagined that we were going to be introducing the new incoming class even a year ago for the class of 2020, but here we are today. You guys face an interesting challenge, but I know that you all are ready to overcome this obstacle. Just want to give you a small couple of pieces of advice for when you start your first year here at the University of Waterloo. Don't be afraid to ask questions. It's okay to be wrong. Learn from your failures. Failure can be one of the best teaching moments that you'll ever have in your life. And lastly, but probably most importantly, start early. There are a lot of assignments that are going to happen in your classes. They're very, very time consuming. If you leave things to the last minute, you're going to find yourself constantly trying to catch up. So when assignments are posted, read them first day, try to get a head start on them. Try to keep on top of your work. It can be very easy to get distracted, especially in this new environment. Do your best to try to stay on top of things. I wish you all the best in all your courses. I hope that I will see you in the very near future. But if I don't in the near future, I know that you're going to be working very hard. And I know hopefully that you're going to enjoy your time here at the University of Waterloo. Welcome.
Hi, my name's Dan Brown. I'm a professor in the Computer Science School at Waterloo. I've been here for about 20 years. I'm just here, as are my colleagues, to welcome you to the school and say that we're delighted to have you. A little bit about me. I've been at Waterloo, as I said, for 20 years. Originally, I'm from the States. I studied at MIT and Cornell. And then things I do at Waterloo, most of my time these days is spent in administrative work. I'm the incoming president of the Faculty Association, which is the organization that bargains for our professors. In particular, that means a lot of my time these days is dealing with making sure that when we come back to the university campus, it's safe and healthy, which of course matters to you folks as new students just as much. My biggest message to you for being an undergrad at Waterloo is the one I always say, which is most of your learning won't happen in the classroom. That's possibly even true more now than usual, but I wish you great joy and welcome.
Hi, and welcome to the University of Waterloo. My name is Gautam Kamath. I'm an assistant professor in the Cheriton School of Computer Science. I teach classes on both algorithms and complexity, as well as machine learning. My research nowadays is really focused on differential privacy, that is, understanding how we can run statistics and machine learning algorithms while also respecting privacy of the users who provide their data. If I could give you one piece of advice now that you're entering university, I'll just say that the time runs out really quickly. This is a very big time for you to grow both academically as well as personally, and really don't waste a single moment of your time in university. Good luck.
Hi everyone, welcome to Waterloo. I hope that you really enjoy your time here, especially when you actually get to be here in person. Make sure you keep a good schedule, study hard, but as the famous quote goes, all work and no play make Jack a dull boy. So make sure you take some time to play lots of Zelda. and hopefully I'll see you in class in the future.
Hello, my name is Byron Weber Becker. I was born in Taiwan, grew up in the American Midwest, and am now Canadian by choice. I enjoy things like photography, woodworking, and bike riding. I'll be teaching CS 135 this fall for the 9th time, which is more than anyone else in the entire history of the universe. You may know already that CS 135 uses a functional programming language. I'm fortunate to have a side project that uses a functional programming language called Scala. The project has about 45,000 lines of code, of functional code, which provides a real nice, real-world example to put into practice what I teach. You'll likely come into contact with my project during your time at Waterloo. For example, if you interact with an academic advisor, it's likely that one of the first things they'll do is look up your record using code that I wrote. Advice for you? 4 things. Start your assignments early. Don't fall behind, make friends, and keep your integrity intact. Welcome to the University of Waterloo.
Well, after those amazing words from our profs, I think it's time to listen from the source itself, the students, about what they wish they knew in first year. Your video.
Hi, first years. Something that I wish that I knew when I was in your position was that your profs and your TAs are always happy to help you, and it's actually not that scary going to office hours, so you should definitely take the opportunity, especially if you need help.
Don't be afraid to talk to other people, whether that's classmates to make friends or profs or upper year students, to share your ambitions and network, because they're cool people as well.
Hi everyone, something that I wish that I knew as a first year was to get involved as early as possible. I believe that you get what you put into university, and by getting involved, you get to meet and have a whole bunch of opportunities to meet new friends and have a good time at university.
Honestly, I know you probably hear this all the time, but I just kind of wish someone was there to tell me to go to sleep at a reasonable time and start my assignments early. It makes such a difference.
One thing I wish I knew in first year was the amount of resources there are on campus. There's tutors and also professors that can help you. And although going to professors' office hours may seem very scary, they're always really helpful and are always available to talk and help you out.
I wish in first year that I knew how quickly everything was going to go. Seriously, it's like I went to bed one night and I woke up and I'm 20. Make sure that you take the time to do the things you enjoy, have lots of fun, and really make the most of this experience. Because before you know it, it's going to be over.
And that's a wrap from our side, folks. I would like to thank everyone who took part in this to make this orientation week possible. Thank you, Dean. Thank you, the 2 amazing profs who joined us here today, the profs who joined us online, Joshua, Ali, and Thomas, who you haven't seen in any of the events so far, but he's the one doing everything on the back end. He's a savior and a tech genius. And obviously, thanks to our amazing orientation advisor, Katie, for all the support she did for us. That's all we have from the faculty orientation side. You guys still have an event tonight at 4 p.m., I believe, from the central side. Please attend it. And that's it. Have a great week. Have a great first week of classes, everyone. Thank you.